We are back with our favorite topic, that is IT industry, and this time I am going to talk about the new joiners, what should they expect in the IT industry. And this topic is favorite because I have been part of IT industry for very long, worked at various levels, and I work at a very decent senior level now. Why I am not willing to disclose which company I am part of? Then because then it my analysis gets impacted, so it is important to keep that side. And also I have tried to be neutral as much as possible. This information which I will share either based on my personal experience, the people I have spoken to in these companies, I have worked with various people from these companies, and the information which is available from their own trusted sources, their websites, their own employees admissions. So important is we trust the source of the information. Okay, for any comparison it is very important to set a criteria. We will have to set a basic criteria, but before that let me just categorize these companies by and large first. So I would say any company which is about 100,000 employee size or 1 lakh employee size should be called large company. So various names fall into that category: TCS, Infosys, Cognizant, HCL Tech Mahindra. Did I miss somebody? Capgemini, Accenture. So all these big names fall into that large company, large group. Then there is another group called medium, and that medium sized companies, there are many medium sized companies. For example, we have Birla Soft, we have Mindtree, we have L&T Infotech, we have many such similar names. I can share that later on. Then we have the smaller companies like KPIT, Coforce, which was NIIT Technology. These below 10,000 people, right? And Scient, many other similar names. So for today's analysis, I will talk about the large companies in IT, but going forward, I want to touch upon the smaller companies also. And as I said, I will explore each segment at different times. So please stay connected. If you have not subscribed, I am fairly new to YouTube. So please subscribe. I am going to share a lot of interesting information which will be very handy in your IT journey going forward, because you will be part of this IT industry for next 25-30 years. I will keep sharing the business side of IT with you all. So stay connected, do subscribe and hit the bell icon so that whenever I post a video, you will have that information sooner. Coming back to the criteria, what criteria are there? One, the management, how the management is there, company's policy, learning opportunity, long-term career, and also trainings, because if you are a fresher and joining these companies, training become important. Overseas opportunity, do you have any chance to go abroad? And many people who are joining these companies have that ambition. How is their salary and appraisal system? And last but not least is notice period and sometimes bond also. Okay, if you are fresher, I would make it little simpler for you. Salary and appraisal system, one of the component you would want to hear. Roughly salary of every company, that is large size company or medium size company also. So their salaries tend to be about 3.5 lakh to 4 lakh. So plus and minus little bit. But if you really want to look upon your salary, but not today when you are joining, for next 7-8 years, if you were supposed to work for next 7-8 years in the same company, whether it is TCS or Infosys or any other such name, how your salary will grow in that period, I have covered that in my special video, so I will share the link in the description. Please visit that link. For your information, I am a senior architect, so my job is to nurture very senior resources as well as junior resources, right? So based on my experience of hiring them, interviewing them, I can tell you what you should really choose. And yes, there are some of that comes from my own experience, but that could be a colloquial input for all of you guys, right? I would suggest that when you experience these same things, probably you will be able to relate these points. Bond, whether it is 15 months, 2 year, when you are joining a company as a fresher, no I would say no reputed company wants to hire a 1 year experienced guy which is coming from these companies, and they don't have that urgency, right? If you really want to join them, you can join after 2 years also. The first 2 years should be given to exploration, and then your training and your learning. So please choose your company based on these parameters. Other parameters are useless. And other than that, long-term career opportunity is very important, and management, how management looks upon the future is very important. Okay, so if I categorize these companies, these large companies, based on their trainings, policies, management, and long-term career, I would put Infosys at the top. Why? Please go and check. Ask everybody. Infosys has the best training program in the IT industry across globally and locally. Okay, so no other company is anywhere around. They send you for 6 to 9 months of rigorous training. They take your tests, various tests. You go through a very good learning phase. As I said, that is your top priority. So Infosys is number one. Okay, I know some of the people would say they have 3 months notice period and they have also bond. Please don't bother. 2 years will fly by. You will never really know how you pass these 2 years. So learning is first. In TCS, as I said, Infosys is number one in that. TCS, Wipro, Accenture, these are all names, Capgemini, they give you two kinds of training. Okay, they will give you, let's say, access to their resources, and also they keep on tracking the resources through various tests and mechanisms. Third thing is they do project based training. So as soon as you get in the company, they will put you in some projects as junior resource, so you keep on exploring yourself during the project journey. Not a good idea, but not as excellent as, sorry, not a bad idea, but not as good as the Infosys one. So now company policies, if I tell you, for fresher as well as experience, all these IT companies, they follow a similar pattern, right? Infosys, TCS, Wipro, Accenture, and all these. If you are experienced and at least above 5 years of experience, maybe then notice period becomes very important. Then I would say probably you can put or push these companies down in terms of your preference. But if you are less than that, please keep this in order. So the first company is Infosys. The second company could be TCS and Accenture. Why? Because TCS and Accenture has been very stable names, and their internal mechanism is very solid. Okay, their increment cycle, appraisal system, rewarding their resources is very important. That is very stable, and they have developed and evolved this system for many years now. Okay, second is that. Third is, sometimes people are looking to go overseas. Right now, I would say for past 2 years, and since Donald Trump in US, going overseas has been really a dream for many. But still there are opportunities. And with Biden administration in US, things are becoming better now. Okay, but companies have realized maybe they will keep on struggling with this theme, so they have decided to hire locally in US. Okay, please be aware why companies hire in India and not in US, because hiring one resource in US is about 70,000 to 90,000 dollars per year cost, and in India the same resource at 3-4 lakh rupees, that means it is about 6-7 thousand dollars, if I'm right. Yeah, maximum that too. So that's a huge cost variation for the companies. That's why they want to limit their US hiring or overseas hiring and keep on hiring, keep on making their strength in India. And as I said, Capgemini, Cognizant, and Accenture, though they are not Indian companies, but they are aware that what a grave risk the high cost poses for them. That's why they have made India as the key center for their delivery. Accenture has about 2 lakh employees in India. Likewise, I think Capgemini has about maybe 1 lakh, but I'm not sure about the figure. Cognizant has about 150,000 or some that kind of number. So the point I'm trying to make is they have huge number in India. Okay, because the business model is similar for everybody. So if you are experienced, please consider notice periods as very important factor. Then if you are a junior profile or a fresher, please ignore notice period and bond kind of thing. Ignore it. Just choose your company and be confident on your learning. Okay, just focus on your learning. What else? So in general, I'm not going to if I'll have to rate these companies for you. I will put 3 companies on top: Infosys, Accenture TCS, or TCS Accenture. Okay, both are good companies. In terms of hike, Accenture can give you little bit extra hike, not too much, but little bit extra. Okay, then if I have to choose the second rank, then I will choose, let's say, Wipro, Cognizant, and Capgemini. Maybe Capgemini, Wipro, and Cognizant. Okay, why I choose Cognizant later or maybe Wipro later? Because their internal systems over last 4-5 years has not changed too much. Cognizant is struggling with the financial. Likewise, Wipro is struggling with the management. So then if I have to rank third, maybe Tech Mahindra and what other name, HCL Tech. So I will choose HCL Tech and then Tech Mahindra. Why? Because Tech Mahindra I will put last in the top category, because Tech Mahindra has most of these projects in telecom industry, and telecom industry is itself going through a lot of changes. Sometimes internal hiring within the telecom industry is taking place, where they want to build their own capabilities, also which is called insourcing. And other than that, telecom has seen a tough time in last 4-5 years, so the margins have come down. Therefore in terms of career aspirations, you will find it difficult to match up to the other people. Okay, and HCL Tech is evolving. So HCL Tech, I would promote HCL Tech to HCL Tech any day to the Wipro level, and they have been doing quite a reasonable business. Therefore I'm hoping there will be good time with HCL if you are going to work. So as I covered, overseas opportunities you forget for the time being, at least for 5-6 years, because they are building their own capability in these countries. People going overseas has come down. While they all are going through the training, they also have to, or you all guys have to make sure that you are training yourself at the same time at your own pace on these very high demand skills. And these skills I have already outlined: cloud, ML, data science if you call it, analytics, data, blockchain, DevOps, and all these things at the moment in 2021. Maybe this will evolve further. In fact, I have already talked about what are the new areas coming up and where are most of the jobs coming in future in next 5 to 7 years. So please check my two videos. One I refer you all to Gartner skills, something like that I have talked about. So I will share that link with you. And the second skill is Google career certificate. So Google is coming up with a new approach towards certification. So please keep your eyes on the Google career certificate. I have covered Google career certificate in my earlier video. Please do check that out also. Okay, so hopefully you have a wonderful journey in your IT industry. If you have any query regarding anything in IT industry, please drop me a message. As I said, I will come back with other companies which I have not spoken about today, which is medium segment and the smaller segment, because a lot of people join there and there are some pros there if you join them. So stay connected, take care, and have a good time. Thank you.